Hi, everyone. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Ashley. I actually just kind of started using YouTube because, um, originally it was just because, I'm always buying like facial products and hair products, and I am always talking to my kids about them, and they're just like, wow, they don't care. It's like totally uninteresting. I know that that is something that I frequently watch on my YouTube, like people's beauty routines and what works and what doesn't. And I was like, you know what? That is the biggest thing that I blow my money on, and I need to start doing reviews too. There are certain times where I'll be like, man, I wish there was a review for this product, but there's not, and I don't see anything on here. Or like I'll see something that's sponsored that's just terrible. Like I'll get it and think it's going to be like the hype, and then I'm trying like, like whether it's an eye cream or face lotion or shampoo, whatever, and I'm just like, this is not like as great as it was in the sponsored video. Sometimes it's amazing. It's kind of like a hit or miss. So, anyways, that was my original purpose for doing this. However, this evening I'm going to kind of cover something that I think might be helpful for people going through um, breakups or bad relationships when it's time to leave. So I'm just going to start off by saying, um, you know, talking about how when it's time to leave, like, how do you know? Because that was a question that I used to ask myself over and over and over. I'd be like, well, how do you know? How do you know when it's time to go? Like, what if you just have to try harder? What if this? What if that? And the only thing that I can really tell you is that you don't really know. You just get tired of feeling emotionally drained, and you get tired of repeating yourself and saying the same thing and not being valued or validated. And you get tired of those little digs and put downs and not being valued or respected, or even having your feelings taken into consideration. And you just start processing everything instead of like fabricating your reality and thinking like, oh, well, it could be this. Oh, well, it could be that. Well, this is good. You start thinking about like everything that hasn't changed that you've repetitively asked. And you're just like, you know what? Like, I'm not going to keep doing this anymore. So I think at that point, that's when you have to make a decision. Like, I'm not ready to leave because, it hurts and nobody likes that rejection type of feeling, but also nobody likes staying and being rejected. So, I mean, you can either stay and then it's going to take a toll on your mental health, or you can make the choice to leave and get free of that and, be able to recreate the life that you want and surround yourself with positive people that are actually going to love and value and respect and communicate properly with you. So, on that note, I also wanted to go over some tips that I have found useful in my own life. So, in terms of getting out of a relationship, say you're living with them, for example, and you have all of your stuff there. That's usually what most people do, right? Um, I recommend getting a storage unit. So you can go online and there's several different options. If you're looking for something far away from your place of residency, you can either, look for something several miles out. If you want something close by for convenience, so you can get over there real quick and do what you got to do, look for something closer to where you live. Um, After you do that, like, I know storages on average, you kind of have to map out, like, they'll tell you, okay, how many rooms are you storing? It usually gives you the option one, two, three, and then they'll kind of work with you on what size they think you would need. But you can also schedule an appointment and let them know that you would like to view these storages before committing to put money down for a storage that may or may not work for you. So, with that being said, the second step after getting your stuff to storage, if it is so bad that you can no longer stay, um, you can look into extended stay hotels. A lot of them have some decent prices that are affordable. If that is not affordable to you, what you can do is contact, um, it would be where they go for eviction court, but you could call any courthouse in your state and let them know that you need to the number directory to rental assistance, and they will provide you with that number to the proper courthouse for rental assistance. So a lot of times if you let them know that you've been displaced from your home and stay, if you're needing or you're, needing to get out for whatever situation and you're going to be homeless, they will help you with what's called rental, or sorry, not rental assistance, um, relocation assistance. So you can let them know you need relocation assistance, and also, be verbal with them. Let them know that you're planning on renting an extended stay hotel for the relocation process until you can get into your own place. Or if you've already found your own place, you Googled, found some houses on, Zillow or Google or, apartments.com, wherever you choose to go through. These are just some that I know of because I worked in the apartment industry. And we had to ask them like, "Oh, how did you hear about us?" And so those are some of the uh the main answers we would get. But anyways, if you did find an apartment, then great. They can usually pay for your first month, and if there is an admin fee and a security deposit. So that's something to ask about. If you still need to find an apartment and you haven't found an apartment, you can always contact a locator, an apartment locator, and they're totally free of charge. How it works is you contact them, you just look up, apartment locators in whatever your area is. You'll call them, you'll let them know what your budget is, you'll let them know what zip code you want to live in, and then they will do the math for you and ask you what your income is and calculate how much of an apartment you can afford to get you into the right place. So then they go to work for you. They do all the work. They present you with these various different options. A lot of them will actually go with you to the apartment for a tour. I don't know, they're just like super helpful. And like I said, they're free of charge. You actually don't pay them anything, but how it works is the apartment, depending on the complex, it's generally within 1 to 3 months. They pay the locators after you've been there for, anywhere from, like I said, 1 to 3 months. So like I said, it's no cost to you at all. Um, so this, I mean, oh, okay, one more thing. I left out the other thing. As far as moving, like for me, I kind of left that out because I have a truck. So, um, I just kind of use that to move stuff, but it's a lot easier and probably a lot cheaper. Even if you do have an SUV or a truck or something, it's probably going to be a lot cheaper long term to just either rent a U-Haul, and a lot of times you can get them for under like $50, depending on the size. It, of course, increases. Um, but they also have moving companies. Like I contacted one, um, and they said it was $100 an hour, and they provide you with two movers and a moving truck for $40. So you're looking at like 240, assuming it's only 2 hours. It depends. Like I said, it depends on how much stuff you have. I was literally like, I just need them to help me. Like I can carry stuff too. I just need some help. So I know it's different with different moving companies. It depends on how far you're going, where you're going, mileage. A lot of times they charge for that, like $1 something for mileage for each mile. So you have to calculate that. But these are just things that I kind of learned along the way, and they really helped me. And so I'm hoping that they will also help somebody that is maybe in a similar or the same situation and just totally stressed and not sure how they're going to get out of it. So these are the steps that can be taken, and I really hope this helps somebody.